Please remain standing and join Mr. Jake Wilms in the singing of O Canada.
Please sit down, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It is my pleasure to welcome you to the 100th Convocation of the University of Waterloo, the 100th Convocation. As I was thinking of today and looking at all of you young graduates, I was reminded of the president of a company who was scheduled to speak at an important convention. So he asked one of his young employees, a recent graduate, to write him a punchy 20-minute speech. When the president returned from the big event, he was furious. "What's the big idea of writing me a one-hour speech?" he said. "Half the audience walked out before I finished." The young employee was baffled. "I wrote you a 20-minute speech," he replied, "but I also gave you 2 extra copies that you asked for." So a warm welcome to you all. It's a wonderful ceremony, the convocation that we celebrate today with friends and family, and I'm very happy to provide some opening remarks. Here at Waterloo, each convocation is a celebration of the achievements of our graduates. And this afternoon, we celebrate with those graduates in the Faculty of Science. On behalf of the Board of Governors and the Senate of the University, I would like to express congratulations and best wishes to all who will graduate this afternoon. Please savor every minute of today's ceremony and the celebrations that will follow within your circle of family and friends. Today is a rite of passage to an exciting future where you can apply knowledge, share your expertise, or continue studies, continue learning. I also welcome the families and guests of the graduating students. Your presence is a tangible demonstration of your support and commitment to the success of our graduates. We will begin with the conferring of honorary degrees and titles on individuals who have distinguished themselves in the academy. We will then confer bachelor's, master's, and doctor's degrees. Finally, medals will be awarded to graduating students who have excelled in their studies. The proceedings will take less than 2 hours, and we ask that you remain in your places until convocation is adjourned and the academic procession has left the convocation hall. The ceremony blends certain age-old university rites and protocols with a spirit of informality which characterizes Waterloo. We trust that it will be an occasion to enjoy and an occasion to remember. I offer you my congratulations as you move from Waterloo. I challenge you to take risks, be unconventional, but do not forget that honesty, integrity, and strength of character should be the driving force in all that you do. As an aside, when I was your age, I was introduced to a book by Napoleon Hill, Think and Grow Rich, it said, with the title, a wonderful book that studied success stories of businessmen, doctors, politicians, scientists, and others. The book analyzed the principles behind their success and explained it in very simple terms, concluding finally with this line: what the mind can conceive, the mind can achieve. What the mind can conceive, the mind can achieve. So one day, when finally you've made your mark in this world, make sure that you give back to others less fortunate. After all, every one of us has benefited from the wisdom, advice, and generosity of others that have helped and shaped their careers. Let me then end with a Chinese proverb. The Chinese proverb goes something like this: if you want happiness for an hour, take a nap. If you want happiness for a day, go fishing. If you want happiness for a year, inherit a fortune. But if you want happiness for a lifetime, help somebody. So, ladies and gentlemen, I welcome you again to this convocation, and we will begin just right now. So thank you for listening.
Mr. Chancellor, I present Jacob Sivak. A professor in the School of Optometry, Jacob Sivak has had a well-deserved international reputation as a gifted scientist, an exceptional researcher, a prolific scholar, and an effective teacher. This distinguished career has been achieved in conjunction with an unprecedented administrative portfolio. In 2002, he stepped down as Dean of Graduate Studies here at Waterloo to accept an NSERC Bausch & Lomb Industrial Research Chair in vitro ophthalmic technology and toxicology. Dr. Sivak's research has contributed significantly to an understanding of how vertebrate eyes develop, how the visual system environment affects eye development, and how lens development is related to optical function. His significant discoveries and pioneering developments created a viable in vivo testing protocol, in vitro testing protocol that obviates the need to use live animals for testing the toxicity of various products and chemicals. The recipient of many prestigious international honors and awards, and a Fellow of the Royal Society of Canada, Dr. Sivak was awarded the title of University Professor by Waterloo. It is a tribute to Dr. Sivak, however, that his most prized recognition is Waterloo's Award of Excellence in Graduate Supervision, a testament to his exceptional abilities as a graduate student supervisor. Mr. Chancellor, in recognition of his many contributions within the international research community of vision scientists and his rigorous leadership in areas of graduate and undergraduate education, I request that you bestow the title Distinguished Professor Emeritus upon Jacob Sivak.
Mr. Chancellor, I present to you Harold Leslie Atwood, Professor Emeritus at the University of Toronto. Dr. Atwood is one of the most widely recognized Canadian neuroscientists. Dr. Atwood's research focused on fundamental neuroscience questions such as the structure and diversity of nerve synapses and the long-term adaptive changes in synapses that influence animal behavior. His investigations have focused on synapses of crustaceans and insects, most recently in the fruit fly Drosophila, where the genetic underpinnings of synaptic function can be evaluated using mutant animals and genetic procedures. Dr. Atwood's scientific curiosity grew out of his family experiences as a child, when he and his family spent their summers in the forests of northern Ontario and Quebec with his father, Carl Atwood, a forest entomologist at the University of Toronto. He went on to study at the University of Toronto, the University of California, the University of Glasgow, and the California Institute of Technology. Throughout a distinguished career spanning more than 4 decades, Dr. Atwood received many awards and honors, among them a Guggenheim Fellowship at the Scripps Institute of California, election as a Fellow of the Royal Society of Canada, and the Medical Research Council Canadians of Canada's Distinguished Scientist Award. He served in many scientific societies and public agencies as editor and associate editor of several journals, and was chair of the Department of Physiology at the University of Toronto for 10 years. He has more than 250 publications to his credit. Dr. Atwood was a remarkable teacher who worked side by side with his students. He developed an outstanding training program and has served as a mentor and an inspiration for a generation of young neuroscientists. Mr. Chancellor, in recognition of his contributions to Canadian neuroscience as a scholar and academic, I request that you confer the degree of Doctor of Science honoris causa upon Harold Leslie Atwood.
Mr. Chancellor, I present Julie Payette. Julie Payette, communicator, engineer, musician, pilot, and researcher, has combined her considerable skills to excel in one of the most challenging and demanding careers of all, that of astronaut. She is one of a very small number of human beings and an even smaller group of Canadians or women who have traveled beyond Earth's atmosphere into space. And she has done it twice. Ms. Payette's 2 shuttle missions involved servicing the International Space Station. She was the first Canadian to participate in an ISS assembly mission, the first Canadian to board the space station, and the last Canadian to fly on a shuttle mission. On STS-96, she was a mission specialist responsible for the systems of the new space station and operated the Canada arm. As flight engineer and mission specialist on STS-127, Julie Payette docked the shuttle to the space station and operated 3 different robotic arms. Her research interests have included natural language processing, automatic speech recognition, and interactive technology in space. Between STS missions, she held several positions, including astronaut corps representative at the European and Russian space agencies, supervising developments related to the ISS, lead capsule communicator for STS-121, and chief astronaut for the Canadian Space Agency. Julie Payette's intensity, directness, sense of humor, and public presence make her someone people want to talk to. Recognizing her strong public impact, the Natural Sciences and Engineering Research Council of Canada established the Julie Payette Research Scholarship, awarded to the top master's level scholarship candidates. Julie Payette embodies quick intelligence, dazzling technical skill, stubbornness, and a broad set of goals for life. Her achievements in an exceptionally challenging career are outstanding. Mr. Chancellor, in recognition of those achievements, I request that you confer the degree of Doctor of Science honoris causa upon Julie Payette. Dr. Payette, I now invite you to address Convocation.
Bonjour, mesdames et messieurs. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Before I begin, I would like to ask the President of the University of Waterloo, Dr. David Johnson, to accept on your behalf and in your honor a small token of the fact that I have been a very, very privileged Canadian and that I have had the chance to see the Earth from above. But I was not alone. On board my last mission last year on Space Shuttle Endeavour, we brought a few tokens, and it was one that we returned to you with a couple of touristy pictures. But this patch here from the last mission is dedicated to you in your honor. It has traveled on board the Space Shuttle a 16-day mission, 10.5 million kilometers, and 248 orbits of the Earth. I hope you find a place in the university for that. I must say it's an absolute thrill to be here today. Thank you for the privilege of addressing you. Now, I'm sure you understand that we didn't put those nice colorful robes, that we didn't trim our hair or trim our beards, at least those of us that have some, any, or both, just for the fun of it. I hope you all realize that we are gathered here today because of you. The sole reason for our presence here today is to celebrate and congratulate you on your achievements and to reward long years of effort. Because you have made it. You have completed a rigorous academic program. You have achieved your milestone, at least one of them. And perhaps more importantly, you have given yourself perhaps the most important ticket for success in the future, furthering your education. For that, I salute you, and I salute your support team, the faculty members and staff of the University of Waterloo, and all of you, friends and family, without whom this would not have been possible, right? It's a great day, Convocation Day. So have fun. Enjoy every minute of it. Throw your hat in the air, pat yourself in the back, scream, celebrate, whatever. And then brace yourself. Because after the celebration comes payback. Privilege comes with responsibility. Your responsibility is now you are a graduate of the mighty institution of the University of Waterloo. And with that comes serious tradition to uphold. You will have to use the knowledge that you've acquired, your brains, your trust, your abilities, and put them to use, good use, for the common good. Sorry. You'll have to be involved in the community, be active, and don't settle for the average or for mediocrity. You can't anymore. There's some wise person that once said that the road through life is dotted with many tempting parking spots. True enough, and there's no reason why we can't take a stop now and then. But please resist the temptation and be all you can be from now on, just like you have up until now. Sorry to preach, but even more important, as you have to have fun while doing it. It helps tons when the going gets hard. But please do me a favor. As you make decision, as you go through the rest of this life that is now in front of you, stay open to change, to new ideas, to new people. Leave some room for the uncharted, the unknown, the stuff that hasn't been done and that people are telling you it can't be done. Challenge that, dare to dream. Even if that dream seems unreachable, it's your personal dream and it's important. I can sort of attest to that to some extent. I grew up in Montreal, beautiful city, in the early 60s. And when I was at primary school, I was watching those guys that put up a white spacesuit and got into this rocket and flew to the moon. And I'm sitting there on the gym. I have none of the characteristics that these people have. I'm Canadian. There's no Canadian astronaut. I'm a girl. They weren't girls at that time. Changed. I don't even speak a word of English. I'm not a military test pilot. But I want to fly on a rocket and I want to drive that rover on the moon. I've yet to do that. It was a crazy dream. People patted me on the back, smiling, thinking, it'll pass, yeah, she'll grow up. She did. But it never left. It doesn't matter what it is that is your personal goal. Please go for it. And then maybe you will be privileged enough to fly in the mighty International Space Station and roam around the Earth in 1 hour and a half, crossing Canada from Victoria to St. John's in 9 minutes. We, the people of Earth, are bound forever to explore, to discover, to invent, and to push that barrier, that frontier that is in front of us. We, the humankind, cannot and have never ignored a boundary or turned our back to a challenge. It's part of our lives. Have you ever wondered when you're putting a crawling baby on the floor, the first thing that baby does is to go for the open door or the place where he doesn't know where it is? It's curiosity, which is intrinsic to our nature. That and competition. It's okay. Just to paraphrase the very famous British alpinist from the late century, the last century, George Mallory, who said, if it is there, we want to conquer it. We want to ride the rocket. We want to go faster. We want to run faster. We want to know more. We want to do it all and have the blackberries and cure cancer. That is indeed our nature, and this intrinsic and compelling desire to push that boundary is what makes us evolve and hopefully makes us better. Now, as individual, member of a society, member of a nation, we can always choose not to be the pushers. We can always choose to stay put and to wait for opportunities to come rather than create them. It's easier. But there is absolutely no reason why you should miss that boat. We live in an incredible country, vast and rich, resourceful and peaceful, free. You have now all the tools to contribute to that society and to be happy. So I would really urge you to hold on to your vision, seize the opportunities as they come by, and every day mold yourself in who you want to be. And until things happen, and they will, aim high, fly safe, and trust me, the sky is not the limit. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Dr. Payette, on behalf of the members of the graduating class, thank you very much for your wonderful words of wisdom and sharing your thoughts with us. Professor Sivak, thank you very much for your numerous contributions to the School of Optometry and to the University of Waterloo. Thank you. And Professors Atwood, Dr. Payette, welcome to the group of University of Waterloo's distinguished alumni. Pleased to welcome you to this group. Members of the graduating class, the moment that you've been waiting for a number of years, the moment that you have worked very hard for has finally arrived. Would you please rise? Mr. Chancellor, I present those scholars who have fulfilled the statutory requirements laid down by the Senate of the University, that they may be admitted to their various and several degrees.
By virtue of the authority vested in me and in the university, I hereby admit you to your various and several degrees, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities thereto appertaining.
Please be seated. May I invite Robin Sambrook to come forward and deliver the valedictory address.
Mr. Chancellor, members of Convocation, fellow graduates, family, and friends. June 16th, 2010. We've worked hard to make it to this moment today. For some, our study periods at the University of Waterloo have been brief. For others, time spent here at the university makes it feel like a permanent home away from home. No matter, we're all here in this moment right now, and it is my honor to be sharing it with you today. Congratulations, we're graduates. When beginning our studies at the University of Waterloo, we weren't entirely sure what to expect. Would we make a niche of friends amongst the diversity of students on campus? Would we meet, fall short of, or surpass our own academic standards? Would we echo high school lab incidents and, in a full lab, accidentally turn a Bunsen burner into a flaming fireball? Maybe that last concern was just mine. Thankfully, there were no Bunsen burner accidents, and happily, the community and the Faculty of Science at the University of Waterloo is one that offers great support to its students. Faculty and staff have helped us along the way, opening our eyes to new ideas and new perspectives. To them, I extend our thanks for keeping us challenged, directing our studies, and guiding us to new academic heights. I can wholeheartedly say that the experience here would not have been the same without them, and that it is the people at the University of Waterloo that make it such a renowned institution. Family and friends outside of the Waterloo science community have also been part of our support networks, helping keep us balanced and fulfilled as social beings. To these individuals gathered here today and those that could not join us today, I offer our sincerest thanks for their patience, understanding, and support as we pursued our degree and all of the challenges that went along with it. There are others who have played a role in our development, as students, as a community, and as individuals. I invite you now to look at the people on either side of you. Are these strangers? Acquaintances? Are they friends? You may see some people with whom you were friends for a term, and then your paths took you on separate ways. You may see others who joined you at some point along your journey here and have persisted with you the rest of the way. Still others may be completely new faces. In some way, though, each of these individuals has played a role in the science community, and so has played a role in each of our own development and in shaping the rest of our lives. Different periods of our time in science have each had a unique focus. Different motivations drive us. We have short-term goals that are just within reach, such as finishing a report on time or making it out of bed so you hand in the report on time. We pursue long-term goals, such as expanding our minds with knowledge from our courses, nurturing a friendship that will last a lifetime, inventing an innovative experimental method. Being the creative thinkers and doers that we are, we also have all-encompassing goals and ones that keep us balanced as individuals. Each of us has a spark, something in particular that drives us and keeps us motivated. We are a diverse community and have had much to learn from each other here. We must take what we have learned and apply it to our lives after this ceremony. Meet new people, broaden our perspectives, strive for our goals, and rely on those around us. There are many things to do in many areas of our lives. Some of us will continue with our studies, some move directly into careers, others will take a moment to take a step back and contemplate the next move. We all, I think, should take a moment to breathe, contemplate, then take that next step, take what we have learned here, and go out and do those things that need doing, in our personal lives, in our professional lives, and in our world. As members of the University of Waterloo Science community, and now as alumni, we have the foundation, the knowledge, and the inspiration to do all these things. Now it is time to do them. We're all here for a reason, and we have things to do, but today, June 16th, 2010, we pause, because we are here for celebration. It is my honor to be part of, and now to present to you, the science class of 2010. Congratulations.
Thank you, Robin. In Julie's remarks, she referred to the people in these portions of the auditorium, the family who have supported and loved our graduates during their time here. So I would like all the mums and dads and grannies and granddads and aunts and uncles and brothers and sisters and husbands and spouses and friends to stand up, and our graduates salute you for the support you've given them for the last 4 or 5 years. Please stand up. We encourage you to take photographs. The best way to do that is when your special graduate has moved from his or her seat over to the left, your right-hand side of the stage, then make your way from your seats to my right, your left-hand side of the stage, and form a queue so that when your graduate comes across the stage and is coming down the steps, you'll get that special photo. And then would you be kind enough to go back to your seats so that the next person can come along and take the place in the queue. We'll now proceed to the individual conferring of degrees.
Mr. Chancellor, I present the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science, 3-year General Science. Abbasali Abdullahi, Jovak Arakaliana, Shararek Bababegi, Neil Chang, Pasu Chang, Hao-In Choi, Brian Kai Chong Chang, Christopher Joseph Colosimo, Benson Boyan Darsono, Ka Chan Kenny Fong, Corey Lynn Fox, Hok Yan Lee, Jim Lee Lee, Victor Benedict Lund, Jeffrey Quen Wai Lo, Jason Richard Markovich, Jesus Edward Martinez, Tracy Eng Chung Kong, Nathan Edward Nichols, Simon Julia, Katerina Pestova, Iranya Ratnayaki, Rachel Rose, Marivarasi Selva Kumar, Nidika Sharma, Reed Simeon, Sujang Song. Andrew Stroud, Anita Hang Yang Sang, Rick Tucker. Humberto Vigil Gutierrez, Cindy Bond, Yu Wan. Yu Queen Stephanie Yu, Kun Cheng Zhou. Thank you, Mr. Chancellor. Mr. Chancellor, I present the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science, Honors Science. Yasmin Albayk, Tamara Andan, Jonathan Ayun. Sarah Berkeley, Brandon Boyle, Carolyn Chang. Alison Chong, Leanne Chu, Kushan Dave. Anthony De Filippis, Colleen Doyle, Amanda Nicole Dreyer. Andrew Falso, Candice Farr, Paramveer Jill. Nicole Goeers, Vikas Gulati, Kachai Hope. Victor Yu Sheng Huang, Stacy Kerr, Aaron Kim. Tai Young Kim, Grant Lawrence Kotukar, Nico Kretsch. James Land, Nixon Land, Pu Yan Dorothy Love. Henry Lee, He Lee, Asif Lukman, Jennifer Rose Likey, Yun Fei Ma, Nikki Martin, Jeffrey Matthews, Brett Mellor, Eric Monkman, Navneet Kaur Multani, Paul Ying Nguyen, Priscilla Pang, Philip George Rawlings, Brett Rudy, Richard Publishing, Samar Sahi, Julius Sagat, Rishi Srivastava, Caitlin Spiteri, Erin Sullivan, Ahmad Mahmood, Ajanthan Thirumuragan, Cindy Tran, Susan Tran, Natalie Boy Chin Tsui, Matthew Andrew Tan, Carly Turnbull, Joseph Anthony Lisek, Juliette Young, Thank you, Mr. Chancellor. Mr. Chancellor, I present the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science, Honours Biochemistry. Miles John Anderson, Mark Bellin, Matthew Bomforth, Long Keen Kenneth Chen, Renee Kai Chen, Colleen Chu, Erin Michelle Clark, Cynthia So, Gregory Cole, Andrew Yang, Danielle Di Donato, Alexandru Florio Obrea, Stephanie M. Dobson, Yu Lum Alan Fan, Katie Janet Fong, Andrew Hamilton, Raymond Ho, Sam Chuck Sam Ho, Alex Chi Pang Lo, Thomas Daniel McDonald, Vesna Mihailovic, Nutari Niljanskal, Kelly Ann Shires, Paul Steffen, Lei Ling Tan, William Thatch, John Wine, Madhuran Vigneshwaran, Jenny Wong, thank you, Mr. Chancellor. Mr. Chancellor, I present the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science, Honours Biology. Siavash Amon, Annalisa Marie Berg, Keisha Ariel Best, Evan Thomas Braybrook, Si Chen, Sanjeet Chaudhuri, Fiona Josephine Coutinho, Carol Denica, Randy Doe, Elizabeth Droll, Leslie Herringfolk, Courtney Gossett, Danielle Ghazi, Robin Alba, Michael Halton, Kaniz Jaffrey, Nathan Jordan Krakauer, Yun Ju Lee, Simona Leonard, Nicole Yang, Stephanie uWaterloo. Justin Lawrence, Nelson Lang, Ngam Mai. Mary Imelda Martin, Ryan Elizabeth McCallum, Katerina Mozoyeva. Christoph Musa, Ashley Maku, Christine Pupalapilai. Mariah Quadir, Mikhail Sadu, Liam Sanderson. Rita Sivaratnam, David Shaw, Tanvi Shekhar. Franco Solimano, Kajan Srirangam, Harold Tam. Brittany Thorderson, Erika Laila Tiberia, Jesslyn Chandra. Kim Tran, Thant Tran, Michael Tsai. Ala Farouk Tamjikar, John Van, Jessica Vaughan. Carson White, Christina Samli Wilson, Ji Zhang. Thank you, Mr. Chancellor.
Mr. Chancellor, I present the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science, Honours Biomedical Sciences. Sarah Ali, Nicholas Allard, Sami Ahmad Akwalar. David Allen Ross Arnott, Parisha Asiembeji, Julia Victoria Mena Aversa. Michaela Renee Stewart Bain, Emilia Bakakic, Kristen Regina Beckers. Wajiha Bati, Victoria Elizabeth Bowers, Nicholas Bowers. Annalicia Bozo, David William Burnett, Jackie Kai Kim Chan. Jason Kim Chan, Justine Ji Ying Chan, Yik Ka Chan. Yuruj Chowdhury, Ziji Chen, Eric Chen. William Chang, Carmen Chuk Fan Chung, Ivy Ying Wei Chen. Charissa Ann Sylvia Shute, Gustavo Cordova, Becky Dawn Crockett. Andrew Davis, Courtney Chantel de Groot, Tasha Deer. Danielle Nicole Di Pasquale, David Doe, David E. Fondevilla. Janice Oi Ting Fung, Jessica Gibson, Christopher Gowdy. Jesse Dwayne Harmon, Jason Harris, Aisha Hassan. Valerie Dawn Hurtais, Jacob Su, Joanna Huang. Guo Jui Huang, Jacqueline Huiskamp, Sanella Illich. Michael Iskander, Sausalbil Jadi, Mallory Jensen. Olivia Jebink, Sang-Soo Kim, Alicia Kominek. Ashley Kowalski, Stephen Kuntz, Adam Labry. Vincent Lai, Crystal Lee, Sharon Lee. Kevin Lenev, Wilson Chung Hon Leong, Wei Lin Lin. Kristen Marks, Sean McFadden, Alexander John Charles McLaughlin. Haley Grace Nybor, Todd Andrew Perrin, Bin Pham. Angela Przowski, Amy Marie Reinhardt, Heather Christine Robitaille. Robin Laura Angela Sandbrook, Jacinta Selvaraja, Tharishtika Sivaranand Araja. Dong Han Sun, Daniel Stoikos, Lorraine Long Yan Peng. Tenny Titizian, Karina Truong, Cassandra Michelle Van Weechen. Susan Huang, Anne E. Wang, Anushka Wiraratne. Mariamawit Wolde Johannes, Aileen Wong, Jacqueline Tsui Huan Wong. Jennifer Chin Wing Wu, Annie Ji, Grace Young. Wendy Zhang. Thank you, Mr. Chancellor. Mr. Chancellor, I present the candidates for Bachelor of Science, Honours Biotechnology, Chartered Accountancy. Ricky Mun Hin Lai, Wen Yang Liao, Jacob Han Shu. Gaurav Sobti, Daniela van der Velde, Christopher Wong. Thank you, Mr. Chancellor. Mr. Chancellor, I present the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science, Honours Biotechnology Economics. Gina Nai Chun Chen, Benjamin Eby, Cam Yan Matthew Lau. Si Yuan Long, Karthika Rajamanikom, Coco Tang. Florence Man Tse, Una Zhao, Danielle Zickerman. Thank you, Mr. Chancellor. Mr. Chancellor, I present the candidate for degree of Bachelor of Science, Honours Chemical Physics. Matthew Badali. Thank you, Mr. Chancellor. Mr. Chancellor, I present the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science, Honours Chemistry. Vivian Chen, Wan Hang Melanie Chiu, Dana Cruikshank. Scott Randall Evers, Timothy Hall, Brittany Heath. Rayanne Jessica Florin Holden, Colita Quichen, Ryan John Roberts. Taras Ryback, Matthew Ryder Setchell, Christina Somerville. Thomas Wickens, William Yip. Thank you, Mr. Chancellor. Mr. Chancellor, I present the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science, Honours Computational Science. Stephen Joel Constable, Richard Sims, Jin Yang. Thank you, Mr. Chancellor. Mr. Chancellor, I present the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science, Honours Earth Sciences. Juzur Biawawala, Joanna Chan, Katrina McLean. Jeffrey Richard Arbuthnot Moroz, Sean Andrew Sinclair, Ting Ting Wang. Zichen Zhang, Chen Zhao. Thank you, Mr. Chancellor. Mr. Chancellor, I present the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science, Honours Environmental Sciences. Jiosi Deng, Yu Ho, Yuan Lu. Dongli Yang, Yingdan Zhu. Thank you, Mr. Chancellor. Mr. Chancellor, I present the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science, Honours Geochemistry. Dennis Riyad, Jonathan Say Chun Yip. Thank you, Mr. Chancellor. Mr. Chancellor, I present the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science, Honours Mathematical Physics. Robert Bark, Adam Bognat, Cale Castor. Luke Colin Jean Govia, Chase Langford, Ruben Romero Alvarez. Grant Salton, Menyong Jai. Thank you, Mr. Chancellor. Mr. Chancellor, I present the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science, Honours Physics. Eric Daniel Cardenas Mendez, Ho Kwan Kevin Ho, Fei Chun Ho. Aistis Janusko, Maxwell James Julian, Nadia Kaikaveni Musa. Kevin Liu, Jason McDowell, Adam Patrick Adair McFarland. Abid Patel, Kale Ravel, Ryan Speller. Corey Stewart, Samuel Tizzy. Thank you, Mr. Chancellor. Mr. Chancellor, I present the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science, Honours Psychology. Olivia Hoi Yi Huang, Sharmila Jahindraj, Yong Sang Ryan Lee. Jennifer Catherine Pink. Thank you, Mr. Chancellor. Mr. Chancellor, I present the candidates for the degree of Bachelor of Science, Honours Science and Business. Fatima Zera Abdallah, Shada Batarase, Sharon Blair. Rodney Chun Wing Chan, Yuk Ting Doris Chung, Kimberly Chow. Nishanthala Endra Kumar, Vincent Wang, Lauren Clark. Yuan Lei, Megan McKinsey, Ashwini Namasivayam. Sarshini Navaratnaraja, Lisa Nguyen, Christine Nicholas. Najib Robert Tahiri, Christina Rup Singh, Nicholas Singh. Olivia Siswanto, Robert John Sturtsley, Shelby Terry. Maya Joaquin, Dana Walker, Mackenzie Wong. Zhuo Yang. Thank you, Mr. Chancellor.
Mr. Chancellor, I'm pleased to present the candidates for the degree Doctor of Optometry. Dr. Ansar Ahmed, Dr. Elena Axelrod, Dr. Krista Alexander. Dr. Priya Amin, Dr. Angela Arsenault, Dr. Abigail Asifatan. Dr. Carrie Badgley, Dr. Brandia Balcom, Dr. Rena Bansal. Dr. Angela Betker, Dr. Melanie Bolton, Dr. Colin Bowser. Dr. Corinne Briand, Dr. Christine Brown, Dr. Sarah Butler. Dr. Tyler Buffy, Dr. Alexandra Buttle, Dr. Peter Chan. Dr. Rosanna Wai-Kun Chu, Dr. Katrina Costanza, Dr. Heather Coward. Dr. Michelle Davidson, Dr. Jasdeep Buell, Dr. Megan Dupre, Dr. Ramandeep Dhaliwal, Dr. Sarah DiCarlo, Dr. Ileana Dragomir. Dr. Shauna De Silva, Dr. Amanda Farley, Dr. Melissa Fafaro. Dr. Harpreet Gill, Dr. Nabia Hamed, Dr. Danica Harasim, Dr. Lizanne Head, Dr. Christopher Harriott, Dr. Kathleen Hill. Dr. Neil Hudinsky, Dr. Brent Uphoff, Dr. Alex Wee, Dr. Eva Kalachinsky, Dr. Chantel Kator, Dr. Jacob Kelly. Dr. Mark Kipes, Dr. Saria Katpour, Dr. Sarah Kim. Dr. Pamela Klunder, Dr. Jeremy Larson, Dr. Karen Leung. Dr. Robin Lisak, Dr. Aaron Lowen, Dr. Karen Louie. Dr. Sarah McIver, Dr. Christina Mack, Dr. Heather McCrae, Dr. Laura McMullen, Dr. Michelle Minviel, Dr. Megan Neering, Dr. Jessica Nan, Dr. Geraldine Nyman, Dr. Lindsay Paquette. Dr. Leah Pfeiffer, Dr. Lisa Prey, Dr. Cassandra Reed. Dr. Simon Reed, Dr. Heather Sangster, Dr. Sarah Shuffles. Dr. Daryl Shedden, Dr. Fanny Zutu, Dr. Bobo Tang. Dr. Ernest Tang, Dr. Tracy Thompson, Dr. Sharon Paul Tour, Dr. Taryn, Dr. Charlotte Ulmer, Dr. Kathleen Wong. Dr. Dean Wenger, Dr. Timothy Wiley, Dr. Karen Wong. Dr. Wangwan Christopher Wong, Dr. Wanying Wong, Dr. Stephanie Ye. Dr. Debbie Yeh, Dr. Elizabeth Young. Mr. Chancellor, these doctors will serve their patients well.
Beginning. I'd like to confer the degrees for the Master of Science. Carolyn Critchley, also recipient of the Dean of Science Award for recognition of creative research as presented in a student's MSc thesis. Robert Aaron Broom, Ye Duong Kam, Kelly Ann Fagan. Jessica Fearing, Brian Gillis, Odisho Israel. Mary Kennedy, Paul Young Lee, Zlatko Lejic. Kara Laura Menzies, Matthew Norman Schumacher, Ryan William Scott. Nicole Christina Tanti, Damber Tapa, Ming Zhe Tong. Heather Margaret Turner, Susan Uzjak, Lily Anna Whitehead. Catherine Jean Wood. Doctor of Philosophy, Ahmed Magdi Ahmed Muhammad Ali. Mohadessa Azimlu Shanjani. Raiju Jacob Babu. Louise Bélanger. David C. DePew. Andrew Charles Doxey, also the recipient of the W.B. Pearson Medal for recognition of creative research as presented in a student's doctoral thesis. Ui Hao. Zhu Lei Ji. Matthew Lindsay. Dorte Lundsmann. Kamal Mroué. Lucas Jonathan Neal. Ajay Anand Prasad. Kimi Jasprit Ratan.
Dr. Kimmy!
Adi Rolleder. Simone Schneider. Mark Matthias Schulze. Also recipient of the W.B. Pearson Medal for recognition of creative research as presented in a student's doctoral thesis. Suresh Sithapathy. Poe Stasiak. Dejana Vukovic.
Mr. Chancellor, I now ask you to confer degrees on those who were approved by Senate to receive degrees but who could not be present today.
Ladies and gentlemen, guests, let's give a round of applause to the newest graduating class. Graduates, congratulations again and well done. The distinguished Teacher Award was established by the Senate of the University to recognize individuals with a continued record of excellence in teaching at the University of Waterloo. Recipients must be nominated by their students and are selected by a committee consisting of undergraduate and graduate students, alumni, and faculty. Dr. Robert Mann is widely regarded as being a truly superb teacher. Robert? His teaching excellence is especially remarkable considering his stature as an internationally recognized physicist and a long-standing departmental chair in the Department of Physics and Astronomy, overseeing the department's impressive growth in all aspects over an 8-year time span beginning in 2001. Even with the demand of being department chair, Dr. Mann did not shy away from teaching. In fact, at times he stepped up to teaching tasks when he saw the need to provide specialized instruction, and he has been a vocal champion and an effective mentor for both undergraduate and graduate students. He challenges and successfully engages his students. Undergraduate students are often exposed to research projects that result in publications and then sometimes lead to their pursuing academic careers themselves. His lectures are animated, and his enthusiasm, approachability, and passion for teaching his science, regardless of the level of instruction, are appreciated profoundly by his students. Mr. Chancellor, in recognition of his outstanding achievements in teaching, I ask you to present a Distinguished Teacher Award to Robert Mann. Mr. Chancellor, I present Janusz Pawlishin. The designation University Professor was established by the University of Waterloo Senate in 2003 to recognize the exceptional scholarly achievements and international preeminence of Waterloo's most accomplished faculty members. Janusz Pawlishin is such a faculty member. He came to Waterloo in 1988 and soon after reported the invention of solid-phase microextraction, his biggest scientific accomplishment thus far. The technology, commercialized in 1991, is now one of the most important sample preparation techniques used by analytical chemists around the world. Dr. Pawlishin won numerous awards for his invention, including the McBride Medal, Tisbett Medal, and the Caledon Award. In 2001, the leading journal of the American Chemical Society, Analytical Chemistry, listed SPME as one of the 6 greatest ideas of the previous decade. Dr. Pawlishin also made important contributions to other areas. The so-called whole column detection technology, pioneered by him, is now considered the platinum standard for characterizing proteins. Dr. Pawlishin is one of the giants of modern separation science and fully deserves to be honored as such. Mr. Chancellor, in recognition of his accomplishments, I ask that you convey the title University Professor to Dr. Janusz Pawlishin. Unfortunately, our third award winner, Dr. James Barker, cannot be with us today. but I will read the Graduate Supervision Award of Excellence in Graduate Supervision in his absence. The Graduate Studies Office, in collaboration with the Graduate Student Association, established the Award of Excellence in Graduate Supervision to recognize faculty members who have demonstrated outstanding commitments and success in the supervision of their graduate students. Graduate student supervision has many dimensions, including being a mentor, advisor, collaborator, strategist, sponsor, supporter, and sometimes a lifelong friend. The relationship between graduate student and supervisor is complex. An effective graduate supervision requires dedication and commitment to all aspects of the welfare and success of the student. Dr. Barker is said to be the epitome of what a graduate supervisor should be. Over and over again, graduate students talked about his cheery attitude, smiling face, and open door policy. They talked about how he guided students but left them to make independent decisions about where their research was headed. At research conferences, he introduced them to researchers who gave them opportunities to do so, to do research or work at their companies. He had excellent networking skills. He was always very timely about getting back to students with comments on their papers and theses. If he felt there were limits to his own expertise, he would encourage students to reach out to faculty members in other departments. Over the past 6 years, Dr. Barker has supervised and co-supervised 36 students. Dr. Barker would have social functions in his home so that the students would relax and meet one another, and new students would feel included. The chair, Barry Warner, states, Dr. Barker has been one of the cornerstones of our graduate program in the department. Mr. Chancellor, in recognition of the guidance and inspiration that he has provided to his graduate students, I ask you to present James Barker the Award of Excellence in Graduate Student Supervision in absentia. Mr. Chancellor, I now invite Jackie Lee to announce the name of the winner of the Alumni Gold Medal.
Mr. Chancellor, members of Convocation, ladies and gentlemen. Every year at this time, the University of Waterloo proudly acknowledges the recipients of the Alumni Gold Medal. For 35 years now, this special award has honored those undergraduate and graduate students who have strived for and achieved academic excellence by attaining the highest average in their faculty. Not only does this medal represent their hard work and dedication, but it symbolizes the ongoing and vital role of the alumni in the life of the university. That's why we take great pride in making sure our alumni stay connected with each other and the university through the Office of Alumni Affairs. During spring convocation, each faculty honors its most distinguished undergraduate. 2 more outstanding students in a master's program and doctoral program will also receive this gold medal during fall convocation. Each medal is engraved with the university's name and shield, as well as the recipient's name and degree. This afternoon, another extraordinary student will join those who have been recognized for their exceptional accomplishments. Mr. Chancellor, as a graduate of the Faculty of Science of the University of Waterloo in 2006, I am honored to present to you the 2010 recipient of the Alumni Gold Medal for the Faculty of Science. She graduated from St. Mary's High School in Kitchener and graduates today with a Bachelor of Science. Amy Marie Reinhardt.
Governor General's Gold Medal is presented to the graduate student who achieves the highest standing in the university. Mr. Chancellor, I request that you present the Governor General's Gold Medal for 2010 to Andrew Charles Doxey, who graduates today with a PhD from the Department of Biology. Let me address a few closing remarks to our graduates. There is a gate above the passage out of my first university with an inscription in Latin that translated reads, "A part of you remains with me, a part of me remains with you." And that describes your relationship to this blessed university. It's an organic relationship, and you are now its steward. So as stewards, be good constructive critics of the institution over the years. Help to find those co-op jobs so our co-op program works flourishing well. Give back each year financially within your means so that it will be a better place for those who come after you. And above all, carry the University of Waterloo banner with great pride. And finally, remember that this is a public institution supported by the taxpayers of the country. The public education system in Canada is one of the great achievements of our society, a society that can have both equality of opportunity and excellence too, and see those as complementary and not competing objectives. And so because your citizens have entrusted so much in you, when you see Mr. or Mrs. Everyone in the street, in your heart thank them for giving you the opportunity to achieve this distinction and exercise your right to vote in every election, municipal, provincial, and federal, to make your society an even better place in the years to come. We now leave this hall at the end of our 100th convocation. Graduates and guests are invited to attend an informal reception in the Great Hall of the Student Life Center. The Chancellor, the Mace Bearer, and I will gather there for a few minutes in the center for those of you who wish to take photos. And with that, we turn to the Chancellor to end convocation.